What is going on, everybody? It is I, Jay Jingles, once again. Welcome back for week 6 action. This is our first match of the week that's been released. We got Wolfey versus Shady, and I'm looking forward to this as well because, again, Wolfey just wants to finish out his season, and he just wants to make sure his playoffs are secure before going into week 7, so he doesn't have to worry about it going into the last week. He's got to face Uzi in week 7. Shady, on the other hand, I don't think playoffs are. I think somebody was trying to tell me that statistically speaking, he could make it, but he has to win every single game for the rest of the season, and everybody else he's chasing has to lose. I think it's just very unlikely, but this is a position where he could just play, and just use the team the best he can. He's definitely playing this team a lot better than he was the original team, so I'm really happy for that. And he looks like he's got a good one here. So without further ado, let's dive into the actual team itself. So on Shady's side, we're watching Shady's perspective this time, and we've got Indeedee, Sneasler, Braviary, Thwacky, Kingambit, Salamence. I don't know how I feel about the double terrain. It's possible. It doesn't mean like it's bad. I know that I was just talking to James not too long ago, James Beck, and he brought, we were talking about the double terrain with the Rillaboom and the Indeedee as well, and he made it work. I think it was, he ran it a couple of different times, but so it doesn't mean it can't work. It just means it's something you have to navigate. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. I'm actually really curious to see it. I see the Psychic Seed is right there on the Sneasler, so that's definitely the way to activate it, but Wolfey doesn't know which one it is in team preview. He'll have to figure it out as he goes. But then you got Wolf Seams. So the Terra types: Indeedee's Terra Psychic, Sneasler's Dark, very good Terra type on it. Braviary Psychic, probably just to ground itself, just to allow itself to get that expanding force boost in the Psychic terrain. We'll see if that happens. Thwacky Terra Fire, nice defensive Terra, just like the Rillaboom we see in VGC. Kingambit Terra Ghost to get around those really random fighting moves. I know a lot of Pokemon get fighting moves. And then Salamence's Terra Steel, just another great Terra. So well-built team, it looks like. I don't see the items on the Kingambit and the Indeedee, but I'm sure they're very good. Well, I would like to see a safety goggles or something like that on the Indeedee, just for that Venonat, but I can't really see it here. But on Wolf's team, you got Espathra, Mamoswine, Venonat, Arcanine, Primarina, Noivern. Yeah, the Espathra I thought looked okay this week as well. It might be an imprisoned set. We'll have to see. The Mamoswine I think it just looks great across the board. Yes, that priority ice shard can go into that Salamence in the Psychic terrain as long as it doesn't Terra, because it is off the ground, so it doesn't have to worry about the Psychic terrain. And then just Ice Ground just hits so many good things, so I like that. Venonat I thought was just a nice pain this week as well, so Terra Dark. It looks like, yeah, just to get around the expanding force, I believe. Terra Fire Arcanine again. He probably liked it when he had it against Aaron. He didn't end up winning, but you can definitely tell he liked it. Primarina Terra Poison, I think it's perfect for it. Noivern Terra Ghost to get around the fake out. So I do really like it, but let's get into the what's it called? The what do we call it? Keys to victory. Yeah, that's why I drew a blank for a second. Keys to victory for Shady. We'll go left to right. For Shady, I think that what he needs to do to get the advantage on Wolf is do as much damage as possible early on. Lead literally as much damage. Don't hold back. Don't need your support. Just go straight damage. Yes, the Indeedee is part of it, activating the other two things like the Sneasler well, not but just, and also the Braviary. I can see you possibly leading both of them, have the Indeedee in the back, and then you can switch into either side based on what you're looking at. So I think that could work too. And then also don't overthink it. You're facing like a world caliber player, like a top player in the world. Don't overthink it. These guys are human. They make mistakes. He's made a few this season, and he's definitely a beatable player. So if you lead enough offense right in his face, Draft is a different animal. People sometimes like to play with their food. So hopefully if you're leading a hyper offensive mode, you don't let them get set up. You don't give them a chance to do what they're trying to do. So let's see if that happens in this one. As for Wolf side, looking at Shady, don't let the Kingambit get going. Whether or not it's activating its Defiant with your Intimidate, he could have the Mirror of doing it intentionally, but you never know. And also the Swords Dance. I know that Sucker Punch, if he does decide to go with the grassy terrain instead of the Psychic terrain, Sucker Punch will be very good, and it looks like it hits the entire team at least neutrally, except for that Primarina. So I really like that Kingambit here in this set. Also, Primarina looks great this week for Wolf, right? And it's got the Poison Terra on it, so I think one of the keys to victory for Wolfey is save the Terra for your Primarina. You know how good it is. You know how great it looks into most matchups. Just leave your Terra, use your best foot, which is your MVP so far, Primarina, and then if you have that bad matchup on the field, go with the Terra Poison, and then you resist the Thwacky and also the Sneasler. So let's see how it goes. I actually can't wait to hop into this. No giveaway this week because I couldn't actually get one ready for you guys. I don't know if you guys know or are following baseball, but my Toronto Blue Jays are in the World Series right now, so I have been a little bit occupied with that, and Game 7 tonight, so we'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, without further ado, let's hop into the game. I want to see what Shady has to say about his match. Let me see. Indeedy Sneasler. Yeah, I was thinking that you could do that, or you go for the Braviary, but also lead the Sneasler and the Braviary, and then you can switch in on either side. I think the King Gambit has to come here, no? I think the King Gambit has to come here. I wouldn't want to bring the Thwacky, but if you're going to bring... Oh, he is going to bring the Thwacky, okay. Arcanine looks great into that 4. I feel like you need the Salamence here if you're going to bring those 3. Eject Pack. Yeah, Eject Pack is for the... Wait, did he go with it? I didn't see it. He locked in. Okay, so it is Gambit. And then Wolfie's already locked in, ready to go. They are both locked in within... Yeah, they only had 15 seconds to go. Oh, he didn't even have his stereotypings. Okay, so let's see how this goes. What's Wolf going to lead? Probably the Noivern. Yeah, he has been leading the Noivern all season, so it looks like he led offense too, right? Are we going to see some RNG again? Because I know that last week against Uzi, he got a little bit of RNG that worked out really well for him. So let's see how this goes. The Psychic Seed goes off. You do have a faster Pokemon than the Noivern now with that Psychic Seed boost and the Unburden. So what skill swap? Oh, that's neat. What's the Terra on the Mamoswine? Stellar. So you can close combat that slot pretty well, but it probably could be Sash. And then Noivern might be Cloak. So I think Sash, Mamoswine, Cloak, Noivern makes sense. Do you just double tap that Mamoswine? That makes sense, but a Tailwind, you still outspeed the Noivern. I think that's pretty safe. Just double tap the Mamoswine. So who's tearing right now? Did I miss it? It is... Okay, so the Sneasler's going Terra Dark. Watch out for that ground move. And you know you're not Sash. That actually makes sense. But this could be an attack from the Noivern as well. Close combat goes off. Is this Sash? Yep, makes sense. He doubled it. Nice play, Shady. Very good play. He called that so well. The Tailwind is going to go off, though, and then it's going to hit before the Indeedee does. But it's hard to set Tailwind in front of... Oh, he did go for it. Yeah, I think it was less likely he was setting Trick Room there anyway. So I think Tailwind's pretty safe. Earthquake goes off, hits both of them. This is going to chunk. Wow. That did a lot of damage. I'm a little surprised it KO'd there. Anybody else? Just an Earthquake? Wow. Yeah, he did Psychic. Yeah, so you trade 1 for 1. I think Wolf would take that because now he has the speed advantage, the Unburden users off the field. So let's see. King Gambit here might make sense, but maybe leading going with the Fake Out to get the Trick Room up. Yeah, but I think he's actually pretty kind of smart about this too, because the Primarina, your answer for Prim is now your Thwacky. So if you can force out a Terra right now, I think that'd be great. You need that Prim gone though. So Tailwind Prim. Gambit's okay, I think. I guess Focus Blast on Noivern's a thing. I didn't see the set on the... I think Poison Jab you have on the... Yeah, there's Poison Jab. Is it AV? I feel like he's played pretty well so far. Like, I was a little surprised that it went down already. That did nothing. Hyper Voice goes off. That didn't do as much as I thought it would do. There's a Life Orb chip confirmed. There's the flinch there, and then the Poison Jab. How much does this do? Ooh, Sucker Punch range. Oh, and the poison is so massive. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my goodness. That was such a good turn for him. Dude, you're doing it. You're doing it, dude. And then Venonat. So 2 support Pokemon. Hold on a second. You need that Venonat Gonzo. Like now. Because Thwackey is not beating a Venonat. So is this Helping Hand and then you like Iron Head? Yeah, you can't Sucker Punch here, so Follow Me goes off. It does allow you to get a free switch. Kowtow into... Yeah, I guess Thwackey has a hard time with both of these two. Wow. He's still got his Terra, doesn't he? So who's going to Terra here? I guess Wolf's just not going to Terra at all. So the Follow Me goes off, that's nice. And then depending on the speed tiers, I'm pretty sure Kingambit goes first. Sleep Powder. Wow. Well, Venonat is really good. So Noivern versus the world, it seems. So there's the Air Slash Tailwind. So what does the Noivern have to beat that Kingambit? Because yeah, you can put it to sleep all you want, but like I guess Venonat does, like if it's not running like a bug move, a lot of bug moves have secondary effects and then it'll just give the Defiant boost. So maybe Nightshade would be the way to go. Yeah, I love Venonat in drafts so much. It's usually so cheap and it's just such a pain. That 97% accurate Sleep Powder is so good. Or is it 93? 93.5 or 97.5, I forget. Let's see. So he's going for a Sucker Punch. Is he gonna wake out? Oh, we're about to find out if it's Covert Cloak. He wakes up. Doesn't do much. So it's not Cloak, okay. Nightshade, okay, there it is. Yeah, but hey, you know what? That grassy terrain is really helping this Gambit right now because nothing's really hitting it. Unfortunately, you can't protect, so knock off. Start knocking stuff off, man. You gotta start, like, finding out information. Maybe knock off the Venonat. But you know the Noivern's not Sash and it's not Cloak, so I'd be really curious. So maybe you knock off that slot. So Tailwind goes off again. Sleep Powder. Oh yeah, that's why the Sleep Powder went off, because the Tailwind was still up. Okay. Sleep Powder goes off, yeah. So what is... Yeah, I think that's the job of this thing, this Venonat, is just keep putting things to sleep. Knockoff goes off. There goes the Eviolite. Respectable damage. Yeah, and then... So Air Slash versus that Thwackey, right? Yeah, that healing's not good for either player. This is going to be an interesting endgame here. Is this a one-turn wake-up? That would be crazy. No. Let's see... Super Fang goes off. Okay. Oh, it's 54 HP, so it survives with 4. Cool. And then knock off again. That's nice. You're finding out information. It's great. Habanberry. Okay, but I think that the Noivern's now in Sucker Punch range. Hold on a second. So you Sucker Punch the Noivern, right? If he can knock out that Noivern, I think the game's over, right? Because I don't think Venonat's... Well... Yeah, I guess Nightshade would do the job, but knocking that Eviolite being gone, right? So I think you go for a Nightshade into that, what's it called? The Kingambit, and you Sucker Punch. Oh, you went for the Rage Powder, so you can't Sucker Punch. Covers for the Wake Up. Does he wake up? It does prove that he did use Sucker Punch there because it shows he was sleeping before everyone else. Draco goes off. Misses! Okay. Knockoff goes off. Does some more damage. Okay. That terrain's really hurting Shady right now, but this is, you're in it, man. You're in this game. You're facing Wolf, man. You're in this game. So yeah, you can't Sucker Punch here. Well, you could Sucker Punch, but I feel like you go with the simple play here. Like, I feel like there's no reason for Wolf not to Sucker Punch, but yeah, probably just, I would have gone for that Noivern though. Because you know, there's no harm in just attacking that. Yeah, there's the Rage Powder, so it's a good thing he didn't Sucker Punch. Let's see, Draco goes off and hits. Yeah. Oh! Okay. Knockoff does some damage, and then Kowtow. Yeah. But you attack the other slot, though. Oh, nice. Yo, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. That has no HP left. All right. Tailwind's gone. Who cares? Grassy terrain is gone. So now you just sucker punch, right? Sucker punch and then knock off, and that's just don't overcomplicate it. Yeah. Very nice. I wonder if he considered running the focus blast on that. Yeah, sucker punch. Hey, yo, Shady, let's go. Let's go, Shady. Yo, let's go, man. He's so happy. I would be happy right now. I'd be so happy. Oh, what am I doing? Ah, I just want to fast forward it. There we go. Fast forward, rewind. Those aren't terms that exist anymore, guys. I don't know why I'm using them. You don't rewind anything anymore. You just track back or whatever they call it, right? You just move this little thing right here. Just move that. Let me see. Yeah, that earthquake picking up that Sneasler is really something. So he's going for this one. I think you bring the Sneasler in the back though, right? I would leave the Thwacky behind and then bring the Sneasler and the King Gambit. This is not the game plan I thought he should go with, but it's working. Like the late game Thwacky was good. Yeah, he's definitely going right into that Prim though. That poison was massive, right? Because that Prim gets another turn and that changes everything, right? Oh, what did he bring? Yeah, no King Gambit. So he's got King Gambit, no Sneasler, okay. And no Salamence, okay. What is Wolf gonna do here to... Would he just do the same thing? Because I feel like that wasn't that bad. So he's going for... Arcanine and a Spothra. I am intrigued. Yeah, you could just Expanding Force here, can't you? But if he imprisons, I guess. It is faster than that. Yeah, this is hard. This is a real... I was thinking if he goes for Helping Hand Expanding Force, that's a really aggressive play. Follow Me and then Expanding Force makes sense. Goes for the Terra Psychic too. This is going to do a lot of damage if he doesn't imprison. This is going to do a lot of damage. Holy crap. What's the item on this thing? It's probably... Oh, also Tinted Lens too. Hold on a second. Tinted Lens, it goes through any resist. So this is really going to hurt. Palm Mine goes off. Okay, so there's a +1. Yeah, he's ready for the stored power too. Snarl goes off. Okay. This is gonna... Yeah, this is still gonna do a lot of damage. Crits. Susceptible to crits, though. What's gonna happen? He's been wanting to do this all season. Wow. Holy cow, that still did a lot of damage. So now you can just Trick Room here. Oh, he doesn't have Trick Room. Hold on. Yeah, what just stops you from just Follow Me Expanding Force again? Like, you can go for Snarls and stuff, but look how much damage it's doing. Wow. That just goes to show how strong that actual mode is. Holy cow. Yeah, you just keep going for Expanding Force, right? Until it goes down, then you have the back row to clean it up, right? Because this will pick off the Arcanine regardless. Sub goes off. Low HP, though. So the Expanding Force will knock down the Flare Blitz goes off. Does the recoil... Yeah, the recoil KOs it, yeah. So this will just break the sub. And then, yeah, there's the Citrus. Okay, cool. So it's not Safety Goggles. Okay. Expanding Force goes off. So it's a -1, and then this... Is he going to Baton Pass again? Because he did that the 1 week that he went for Calm Minds, right? He ran the same set earlier this season. It's possible. But yeah, like, so speed boost and stuff, I guess now you can go for a Baton Pass, but like, I feel like that's really expensive. He's done basically 50% of Wolfie's entire health, right? Mamoswine comes in, so he's definitely Baton Passing to that Primarina, right? I think that's probably the way to go, right? You have to Baton Pass, because like, your HP's way too low. Skill Swap, interesting. I'm curious what the skill swap's for. Oh. You're going to get rid of your terrain, though. Your terrain's gone, though. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is going to be way weaker. Oh, yeah, Earthquake. Yeah, it does weaken the Earthquake, but that's also really expensive. I feel like he needed a baton pass there. EQ. Wow, Wolfey knocked out his own Pokemon. This is interesting. Bringing Earthquake against the Thwacky team is a choice. Expanding Force goes off, breaks the Sash. It's not going to do much. That did so much. This is -1. Wow. That must have no bulk on that. Yeah, yeah, he's going to Terra Poison, but also Terra Poison, then Expanding Force. You're in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, Fake Out is safe into either slot. The Mamoswine might be, depending on how your Braviary is invested, it might go first here. Well, I guess you probably found out last turn, right? I didn't actually catch that. So Protect here makes sense. Grassy Glide. Wow. Did he just go around that? Or did he Grassy Glide the Mamoswine? Oh, he did go into the Protect. Okay, what's Prim doing here? Is this just a Hyper Voice or a D-Gleam or a Moonblast? Hyper Voice goes off. Yeah, that was a good Protect for Shady. Very good. Very nice. Yo, he's playing well. Has he got him? I think he's got him because now you could just Grassy Glide, right? Yeah, Prim could just 1v this whole team. Well, what was in the back? The King Gambit's in the back. Yeah, I don't think Prim's going to beat Gambit 1v1. So you just get rid of the Mamoswine. It just protected. You just double it, right? And then now you're just hoping that you just chip away that Prim and you win. Just coast to a win. Braviary, let's go. We haven't seen it yet. Or at least we haven't really seen it do much this season. I feel like it's just been kind of stopped. Yeah, so there's a Terra Stellar. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't save the Terra for the Prim with the Terra Poison. But again, what are you going to do, right? This might... No, not enough. I think he was probably hoping it wasn't Eviolite. Yeah, Grassy Glide goes off. Well, also, that was your only play, really, to Ice Shard there, because the Grassy Glide would just KO you. Very nice. What's Prim doing? Just a D-Gleam here? But also, that Life Orb chip is massive, right? Tailwind goes off. Yeah, now you're set. Nice Tailwind. D-Gleam goes off. KOs both of them. But now you've got... Is Indeedee in the back with the King Gambit. So Helping Hand, Poison Jab wins the game, right? Yeah, Helping Hand, Poison Jab just wins the game. Yeah, you win, dude. Dude, that's massive. I counted him out. I like, how do you not, right? Like, you've got a guy that's 1-4 and then a guy that's 4-1. And you have Wolf, who's Wolf, and then Shady, who doesn't have the most amount of experience. Like, oh, he's just going for double damage, yeah. Poison Jab. Is he just going for a bunch of protects to... Hold on, so the protect goes off, obviously. All right, what's he going to do? 2 turns of Tailwind, okay. I just don't know what Wolf can do here. You just have to click Dazzling Gleam, I guess. Yo, 2 wins in a row. Let's go, Shady. Yeah, and Poison Jab picks up. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. He just beat Wolf. That is massive. You see how happy he was last week when he got his first win against Uzi? He should... I want to see this.
They're going to be astronomical. I'm talking...
I want to see this.
I'm talking donuts weekly.
Yeah, look at him.
Pizzas daily.
He's super excited.
It's going to be insane. I got to go party with the players. I will see you guys next week for another round of the Wolfey Draft League.
Yeah.
VGC.
Wow. Good for him. Yeah, like, I don't think anybody was expecting that. Wow. If you had Shady beating Wolfey on your bingo card, let me know down in the comments. But I didn't think... It's not like I thought that Shady could not win this week. It was more so, I have to predict what I think is going to happen, unfortunately, right? But I am so happy for him. Like, 2 wins, 4 losses. Again, I said that in order for him to make the playoffs, everything has to go right. Well, this is the first of all of those things going right. So you never know, right? So, all right. So that is the match itself. I hope you enjoyed it. That was the first match of the week. I'm going to get into my predictions of what I thought was going to happen and see how similar the teams were to what they actually brought. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, so I got Wolf on the top here and Shady on the bottom, but because we watched Shady's perspective, we're going to do Shady's team first, and he also won, right? So it looks like we got the Braviary Hisui first that I predicted earlier with Expanding Force. Nothing crazy to call out, thinking it's going to happen. That Tinted Lens is really something. Tinted Lens makes it so if you have a resisted hit, it just does neutral damage. So that is a very nice ability, and usually it's on like some bug types. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. But in this situation, this is very strong. Like that Espathra, I don't think he was expecting to take that much damage, even at +1 with his Calm Mind. And that's probably where that strategy just went down, right? So, and he did exactly what I told him to do when it came to his key for victory. Do as much damage as possible. Do not let up. And he didn't. He just went for Expanding Force, boom, 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 boom. And then you just deplete the first row. And you can tell he tried going for his Substitute, his Baton Pass, things like that. No, just do tons of damage right off the bat. Make him suffer for trying to play with his food. And you did, and you got yourself a great win, right? I had the Choice Scarf on the Braviary set, but it was actually a... What was the item on it? I actually don't remember. Why do I not remember? Okay, well, it had an item on there that it won with, so there's that. Yeah, I didn't have Tailwind on this, and he didn't have U-Turn, so there's that. The Indeedee was a Follow Me Helping Hand Trick Room Psychic. He didn't have Trick Room. He had Skill Swap instead. The Sneasler, pretty standard stuff. Terra Dark, Psychic Seed, I predicted that as well. Nothing crazy. Assault Vest King Gambit, Poison Jab, I knew it was going to be great this week. The Sucker Punch he used, the Kowtow he used. And I don't remember if he had Low Sweep on there. I think it was Iron Head he had. But Terra Poison he didn't have, but he had the Poison Jab. So with the Terra Poison, it would have just clean picked up the Primarina. But clearly he had the Helping Hand on there. He had extra chip. Things like that, just to make up for that lack of like what 15% damage, and he played it great. The Thwacky Terra Grass Woodhammer, he had the Grassy Glide Fake Out U-Turn Knockoff. I didn't have exactly that set, and he had a Defensive Terra and Fire. Mudsdale didn't even show up. He actually had the Salamence, which Salamence did not show up, but it was there definitely to make things more difficult for Wolf in team preview. So nice job with the team. We were 5 for 6 on that one. We got a few of the sets right. Nothing crazy. Like we didn't exactly go with crazy predictions, but I think the King Gambit with the Poison Jab was the right way to go. And nice job for Shady. But as for this other team, Hariyama, we've got the Primarina, Noivern, Trevenant, Espathra, Arcanine. He brought the Mamoswine instead. And let me see. Did we get 5 for 6? Oh no, Hariyama was there. Espathra, Mamoswine. I had Espathra, no Mamoswine, Venonat. Did I not say Venonat? Oh, I guess I didn't have Venonat on my list. Okay, so I was wrong on the Trevenant and the Venonat, and he brought the Mamoswine and the Venonat. Yeah, so let me see. So Hariyama, I actually built the whole team around Hariyama, which is really funny, and he didn't bring it, so... But he lost, so that's, you know, he didn't bring the right team. If he brought my team, he might have won, right? No, I'm kidding, guys. The Primarina was a big part of it. Life Orb, he's been running Life Orb on it all season. I decided to go for Specs. The Terra Poison made sense, which he brought as well. D-Gleam, Hyper Voice, both used. And I didn't see the other moves. Noivern, it was not Covert Cloak. It was not Terra Fairy. And we saw Air Slash, Draco Meteor, and Tailwind. I feel like there's a couple times that he would have protected if he had it, so it might have been Taunt. Trevenant did not show up. I definitely did not have a Baton Pass Espathra this week. Probably mostly because I didn't think he would bring the same set again, but maybe he just wanted to go for it. And then, yeah, that was a really cooking set. Focus Sash, Opportunist that I kind of cooked with this week. Low Kick, whatever, right? I thought the Imprison set could have been pretty good to stop the Trick Room, but Shady didn't go for that, so it's a good thing that Wolf didn't. Lumina Crash was probably on the set, but we didn't see it. Let me see, and then the Arcanine. So it was an offensive Arcanine, well, except for Snarl. So he had Flare Blitz on there. He had the... What was the item? Did we see the item? No, I don't think so. I'll have to watch Wolf's perspective as well, just to kind of see what team he brought, because I'd say I was about 50% on this team. Like, I was right on some, wrong on some others, but the Arcanine got a KO it needed with Flare Blitz. It snarled, which is a really nice way to go. He had the Terra Fire on there, so it's probably more of an offensive set rather than defensive. The Intimidate was there for sure. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's... Wow, I can't believe I'm saying this. Shady beat Wolf. That's amazing for him. Good for him. But here's the crazy thing. Wolfie's now 4-2. So I knew that Wolfie had to take care of business this week, so he didn't have to worry about him week 7. Now he does. So that changes everything. This is actually crazy. Wolf was 4-0, not looking back. He's going crazy. Lost last week against Aaron, and now he lost against Shady. So this is probably a week that he wants back. But hey, once the game is done, the game is done. Now he's got to go into the last week. I believe it's against Uzi. So really curious how that's going to go. Can't wait to see it. And Shady, just keep the momentum going, man. Your fans are loving it. I'm loving it. It's really nice to see the underdog and just get a couple of wins. So I can't wait to see your week 7. So everybody, if you're watching, thank you very, very much for sticking around. It's been fantastic all season watching upsets with you guys. Comment down below if you predicted that Shady was going to beat Wolfey this week. I didn't. I'll admit it when I'm wrong, 100% when I'm wrong. But comment on the match. What was the most surprising thing for you guys in this match? And did you pick Shady to win this match as well? And what do you think this means for the playoffs? Let's start the conversation. Join the Discord if you haven't. We can go a little bit further, but just comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in game number 2. Peace.